Okay, we were asked about the YHWH and the behold nail, behold hand, and maybe you could just run through the whole gamut, aleph through tav.
The only way to understand YHWH is to understand why would those four particular letters be used for the sacred name, what's known as the tetragrammaton. That's Greek for tetra meaning four and grammaton meaning letters. In the Paleo Hebrew, it's written Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Or perhaps some of you might have seen the Vav written like that. Modern Hebrew, you'd have a little Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey, known as the sacred name. The point is, why those four letters and what do they mean? Frank Seekins has done a book called Hebrew Word Pictures, which is one fine book that people interested in the language might want to get and read. This letter Hey, there's two of them. The word Hine, which is in Paleo Hey, Nun Hey, literally means behold. The letter Hey all by itself is a prefix meaning the. Usually, when the letter Hey is in front of a word, it means the, as in Ha-Shem, which means the name. So if you said the letter Hey means the, or behold, is kind of to point to or illustrate or say, hey, check that out. So this letter Hey almost looks like light or shining through a window, rays, or maybe wind. You might want to illustrate something. So the concept of the letter Hey is to make something visible or evident. That's just kind of a notion of the letter Hey. This letter Yod, it looks like an apostrophe in the modern. In this ancient form, sometimes it's written like this, which is the idea of a hand grasping a tool. It's a working hand, a powerful hand. It's also the letter Yod, or the word Yod, means forearm, or foreleg, or handle, or some kind of a power and strength. Something that grabs a hold of. This letter Vav is a tent peg, or perhaps a hook, something that you'd put a hook on the wall so you can hang your jacket on the wall, and as such it's something that attaches one thing to another. So for somebody to say this means behold the nail, behold the hand, or see the nail, see the hand, is to read the name backwards from left to right, because in Hebrew you're actually supposed to read right to left. So if you want to be technical, you might say hand visual, or hand expressed, nail expressed. Reads a little different than behold the hand, or behold the nail and behold the hand. But the question is, why would those four letters be the sacred name anyway? In the context of the entire alphabet, in Paleo, I'm going to write it down here. You got aleph, bet, gimel, dalet, hey, vav, zayin, chet, tet, yod. Now there's the first 10 letters. The word ani, or ehie, or anoki, or ati, oti, starts with the letter aleph. It's where we get the word Elohim, and in English where you might get the word artist, author, administrator. The notion of an aleph basically is the initiator, the entrepreneur, the one who starts something going. And it's sort of the prefix I am or I will, as in the word ehie, as in Exodus 3, when Moshe asked the voice from the burning bush, who shall I say sent me? Ehie asher ehie means I am that I am, or I will be what I will be. It's actually spelled aleph hey yod hey. If aleph is the one of saying I'm the initiator and hey is to express, yod is this hand, you could say the one who planned what everything was going to look like, aleph-hey, yod-hey, is the one who created everything that you see. Aleph-hey, yod-hey then isn't behold the hand, behold the ox, which is one way you could read it. It's though the one who thought up and put this whole thing into business. What you see him intended is by the evidence of what was made. Aleph, hey, yod, hey. That's one way to read that. Bet gimel dalet as a word is pronounced bagged, and it literally means camouflage, disguised, kind of like the idea of baggy clothing, to use that word bagged in Hebrew and baggy in English. It's to be wrapped up in a disguise. Hey, revealed or looking like. Some people say the letter vav is a man. If vav is a nail or vav is a hook, how is vav a man? Nowhere in Scripture does it say vav is a man, but it's the sixth letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As the sixth letter, there's a verse in the New Testament that says the number of a man is 6, so it's 666, where that comes in. So there's kind of a reference to man and the number 6. But here we have then I will
Hang on.
disguise, revealed as a man. Disguise what? Well, bet is to embody. It's a house or a body put into a form, kind of an embryo shape. Gimel, it literally means camel, but it means to be put into action as a voyager and as ambassador, as one going somewhere and coming back. Dalet is the fourth, which it's a whole other story, but it speaks of the earth. North, south, east, west. Winter, summer, spring, fall, earth, air, fire, water, the four basic types of elements. And so fourness speaks of earthness. So you have here, I will, and put myself into a body, go to the earth, revealed as the man. Zion, who would be slain. Chet is an enclosure, like being put into a tomb. Tet, a round thing, could be a round stone. The round stone rolled in front of the tomb. Yod, as a suffix to a word, if this is a 10-letter word, means my, or by my hand. Therefore, by my hand have I done this. Aleph through Yod, the first 10 letters, could be read as the omnipotent, eternal creator of the universe, who created the universe, set it all in motion, and made the earth as the place where he would reveal to man the set-apart distinction of the kingdom of his reign, his name, his stuff. Tet Yod, that's another story. You can go to Eriktology on YouTube and find the rest of that. I'm going to go quick. We have a 10-minute thing here, and we're just about up.
You can find the links in the first video we did together also.
And the name of that site is?
It's got everything.
Your site would be?
Mountaineer 7 on YouTube.
Mountain Air 7.
A-I-R-E on the air.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Or Eriktology, E-R-I-K, Tology on YouTube. Anyway, I will, the omnipotent creator of all things, put myself into bodily form, transport myself as the voyager to the earth, revealed as a man who would be slain, thus providing the bridge. Remember, Vav can be the connector, the nail, the bridge, joining this to this, or from one side to the other. To provide the bridge, you might say, for people to enter the kingdom of heaven that they would otherwise be excluded from. There's kind of a break between, this is the 7th letter and 8th letter, Zion and Tet. Tet, some people say, is a snake in a basket. But Tet is something round. Snakes go around, so Tet might be a snake. That's how some people speak. A basket is round, Tet might be a basket. But Tet basically can also mean 360 degrees, or 100%, or a potter's wheel that goes around and around. Anything that goes full circle, or you might say when you go to the grocery store and your basket is full of all the stuff you want to buy, you take it with you, you pay for it, and it's yours 100%. So Tet can also be the reference of something that's fully yours 100% because it's bought and paid for, and it's almost like a picture of the quintessential branding iron, a circle with an X in it, says, this is my stuff. So the picture of Tet and Yod, Yod is the owner of everything inside the Chet, branded and stamped by him, Tet. So Tet can mean it's your stuff. So that's why I said possessed by you could be this concept of chet, tet, yod. Just so as you know, there are some people who would completely disagree with this. Those who speak Hebrew perfectly well and know the, you might say, the official grammatical syntax of how the language works. But this is Paleo Hebrew, and it's a whole different thing regarding how to read the letters.
Kind of before Babylon.
Before Babylon, and I would dare say that this stopped being used as of 500 BC, more or less. And I, again, you'll see on Erectology, believe that Daniel 12:4, the Archangel Gabriel, told him, hide the words, seal the book, until the time of the end. Well, it wasn't till the time of the end. It was actually Ayin, Dalet, Ayin, Tav, and then Kuf, Zadi. It's translated until the time of the end. But the point here, this is the end, could be the end of a sleep. The end of a coma is when you wake up. So the word Yod Kuf Zadi means to awaken. Ayin Dalet Ayin Tav could be read as understand the door, understand the covenant. Who's the door? Yeshua said, I'm the door. But Dalet, I thought it was earth. Earth is the doorway for humans to live their life, make the decision to follow Yahweh, and get to His kingdom unto eternity. Born temporal, live eternal, if you choose life according to the kingdom of YHWH. So the meaning of YHWH can be read as the Creator has revealed to man His ways, or the Creator, Yod, hey, the expression of the Creator, why, that's the Torah. So if the Yod is the hand of the Creator, the expression of the Creator is the Torah. And then you could say Vav, the embodiment of the Torah, the Word made flesh, would be the one we call YHWH, or HaMashiach, and that's a debatable thing that we could talk about some other time. And then Yeshua said, I'm not going to leave you comfortless. I'm going to leave and I'm going to send you the Comforter to lead you in the ways of truth. So the Ruach, which would be what some people call the Holy Spirit, you might say, the Ruach HaKodesh, is the expression of the Vav man. But Yeshua HaMashiach basically is the Torah made flesh, and then telling us to do what He did, to walk in His ways, to follow what He expressed to us. So you could read YHWH as the hand of the Creator, the expression of the Creator, which is the Torah, the embodiment of the Torah, which is the man, and the man's expression, which is works of righteousness as led by the Ruach HaKodesh, or the Holy Spirit, which looks exactly like the Torah. So anybody that thinks that Yeshua is HaMashiach ought to be expressing their behavior the same way He did, which is the Torah made human. Us to do exactly what the Father, the Creator, has told us to do in the Torah is exactly who Yeshua HaMashiach is. So this is where there's some people, like that guy in Erectology has said, if a so-called Jesus Christ Messiah figure contradicts the Torah, or His Spirit tells you something which doesn't agree with the Torah, it betrays the essential substance of the meaning of YHWH. Therefore, He cannot be the sent one from YHWH, or the Abba Creator. If Abba was to send the expression of His Torah in human form to us to show you the way it's done, if this Vav man betrays this Torah, or tells us to do something that's contradictory to that Torah, which betrays anything of the Creator of Abba's heart, he can't be
That's the wrong
Messiah.
guy.
It's the wrong guy. So how do we know that we believe in the right Mashiach? He must be in agreement with the Aleph, which is the author, the one who thought of this whole creation. Bet. He has to be in uniformity to everything that you see made in the physical cosmos. Gimel. He's the one who came down here and goes back, and he comes back, and he goes back, and how many times, who knows, how many times he's come back and forth. There's a place in the New Testament that says that Yeshua is Jacob's ladder. But when you saw Jacob's ladder, he saw somebody up at the top of Jacob's ladder with Melachim, angels ascending and descending. That's another story. Dalet, Yeshua claimed to be the door by which nobody can enter the Father except through him. Hey, he was the one who came to reveal the door, but also revealed as the man. He was the distinguished man, the Zioned man. That's the 7th letter, which is the one in perfect form, but he was also put to the weapon. He was also put to the weapon so that he could form the bridge for us to get into the kingdom, but he was also put into the tomb. The big round stone was put in front of the tomb, and yet by his hand he said he did it, and by his hand it was sealed, done, 100% dead. But yet when we enter his kingdom, the Yod, the hand of the Creator, we are his possession 100%, that nobody can take us out of his hand. So YHWH, just looking at the first 10 letters here, aleph through Yod, explains the whole story of who the Messiah would be, how we should relate to him by believing and entering the kingdom of life. And yet the aleph is a prefix, says I will, Yod, by my hand I have done this. And the next letter was the Kaf, which basically says you or yours. All this was done for you.
Awesome, Eric. That was a pretty good lesson right there. Maybe people should go back and read Zephaniah 3:9, Restoring the Pure Language.
That would be helpful.
All right. Thanks, brother.